Sticks. It's confessions time, huh? Well, we gon' see how many of y'all keep it real. Watch this. Yo. Word to my nigga Doc. Shouts Pee Wee. Give a bitch chick wee wee. Some of them like PP. Not me. Talk about that squirt. Trust Sticks put in work. Long strokes, he said, fuck me till it hurt. See, it's time for confessions. Black, white, Asian, and Mexican. Have you ever been fucked so bad that your boyfriend ain't what you thought and you left him? Then you fell on some new dick. Have you tapping out, damn, made your ass quit. How it goes with me, bend your ass up like UFC. Some of y'all freaks, that's true indeed. Watching my kids like daycares be. Faking them sounds, keep it real with me. Is that pussy W-E-T? Is it Mando that he eat? Do you run the R-E-D-L-I-G-H-T? I'm just trying to see if you a freak. Do you like the toys? Do you make the noise? Have a nigga ever asked you to put your finger in this holy moly? You get a bag or a rollie? Fuck the dude in your house while your spouse was out and about? God damn. I'm just trying to see. Doc and Pee Wee. Confessions time. Peace. Sticks. Think Watts.
Take it easy.
Sticks. It's confessions time, huh? Well, we gon' see how many of y'all keep it real. Watch this. Yo. Word to my nigga Doc. Shouts Pee Wee. Give a bitch chick wee wee. Some of them like PP. Not me. Talk about that squirt. Trust Sticks put in work. Long strokes, he said, fuck me till it hurt. See, it's time for confessions. Black, white, Asian, and Mexican. Have you ever been fucked so bad that your boyfriend ain't what you thought and you left him? Then you fell on some new dick. Have you tapping out, damn, made your ass quit. How it goes with me, bend your ass up like UFC. Some of y'all freaks, that's true indeed. Watching my kids like daycares be. Faking them sounds, keep it real with me. Is that pussy W-E-T? Is it Mando that he eat? Do you run the R-E-D-L-I-G-H-T? I'm just trying to see if you a freak. Do you like the toys? Do you make the noise? Have a nigga ever asked you to put your finger in this holy moly? You get a bag or a rollie? Fuck the dude in your house while your spouse was out and about? God damn. I'm just trying to see. Doc and Pee Wee. Confessions time. Peace. Sticks. Think Watts.
Take it easy.
Sticks. It's confessions time, huh? Well, we gon' see how many of y'all keep it real. Watch this. Yo. Word to my nigga Doc. Shouts Pee Wee. Give a bitch chick wee wee. Some of them like PP. Not me. Talk about that squirt. Trust sticks, put in work. Long strokes, he said, fuck me till it hurt. See, it's time for confessions. Black, white, Asian, and Mexican. Have you ever been fucked so bad that your boyfriend ain't what you thought and you left him? Then you fell on some new dick. Have you tapping out, damn, made your ass quit. How it goes with me, bend your ass up like UFC. Some of y'all freaks, that's true indeed. Watching my kids like daycares be. Faking them sounds, keep it real with me. Is that pussy W-E-T? Is it Mando that he eat? Do you run the R-E-D-L-I-G-H-T? I'm just trying to see if you a freak. Do you like the toys? Do you make the noise? Have a nigga ever asked you to put your finger in this holy moly? You get a bag or a rollie? Fuck the dude in your house while your spouse was out and about? God damn. I'm just trying to see. Doc and Pee Wee. Confessions time. Peace. Sticks. Think Watts.
Take it easy.
Sticks. It's confessions time, huh? Well, we gon' see how many of y'all keep it real. Watch this. Yo. Word to my nigga Doc. Shouts Pee Wee. Give a bitch chick wee wee. Some of them like PP. Not me. Talk about that squirt. Trust sticks, put in work. Long strokes, he said, fuck me till it hurt. See, it's time for confessions. Black, white, Asian, and Mexican. Have you ever been fucked so bad that your boyfriend ain't what you thought and you left him? Then you fell on some new dick. Have you tapping out, damn, made your ass quit. How it goes with me, bend your ass up like UFC. Some of y'all freaks, that's true indeed. Watching my kids like daycares be. Faking them sounds, keep it real with me. Is that pussy W-E-T? Is it Mando that he eat? Do you run the R-E-D-L-I-G-H-T? I'm just trying to see if you a freak. Do you like the toys? Do you make the noise? Have a nigga ever asked you to put your finger in this holy moly? You get a bag or a rollie? Fuck the dude in your house while your spouse was out and about? God damn. I'm just trying to see. Doc and Pee Wee. Confessions time. Peace. Sticks. Think Watts.
Take it easy.
Oh, yes, sir. What to do, party peoples? Officially confessions. We up in the building, man, on this hump day, wet Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good start to your week. And hopefully we make it a little bit better going into the back end of this week, man, going into the weekend. Welcome to Officially Confessions. We get down every Wednesday and Saturday night, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are live on Twitch and YouTube tonight, all right? Twitch and YouTube tonight. Please like, follow, share Officially Confessions on all social media platforms, especially on Instagram at Officially Confessions. Please like, follow, and share. All right. Two dudes having barbershop talk about everything underneath the sun, from relationships to dating to sex, you name it. We talk about it here on Officially Confessions. Do me a favor, ladies and gents. If this is your very first time tapping into Officially Confessions, welcome. Please send out your Ubers, your Lyfts. Get on your DMs right now. Let everybody know Officially Confessions is live. And as always, we try to bring you a good episode, good talking, water cooler talk, you name it, we talk about it. All right, man. What up, Big Pee Wee?
What up? Your boy DLC. Welcome everybody. Confessions. We appreciate folks who continue to support and follow Confessions. We thank you guys for that. We truly appreciate it. And it's Wednesday, man. Hump day. Let's get it in.
Oh, I heard that. You looking a little refreshed. You must have got something in, huh?
No, I'm not refreshed, man. I got home at 5 a.m. the last 2 days, man. I'm tired.
Man, I heard that. You know, Space Cowboy out here booking appointments. I see.
Hey, it's close to the it's almost the end of the month, close to the first of the month. You got to put them coins together for that mortgage and that rent, right? So sometimes when you falling short, you got to hit the block.
I heard that. Start booking. Get your calendar booked.
You got to get my let me tell you, I got to get my calendar booked, man. Let me see. I got 2 bachelorette parties coming up this weekend. Yeah. I'm out here. Yep. I even got booked for like a little quinceañera on the low, but for for the mothers.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
No. I'm just saying for the mothers. It's on the back end of that. Like the mother's like, hey, we're gonna be doing this, but we have a little something going on in the back. So I'll come in there, senor. You know what I'm saying?
You have an after hours quinceañera for the mothers.
For the mothers.
Okay, yeah, because you said a quinceañera. That's 16.
No, but I said for the mothers. It's on the back end. No, the streets is watching. We don't do none of
that. Hey. We're gonna have to cancel this show.
Yeah. Yeah, no, sir. So yeah, man, we staying booked and busy. I got to get my new costume, because I switch it up. Space Cowboy is more for my urban constituents, right? But when now like the Latinas want me, I gotta switch it up a little bit. Senor doctor.
Oh, the senior doctor. I heard that. Come in with your stethoscope. What is it called? A stethoscope?
A stethoscope.
What is it called?
Stethoscope.
Stethoscope.
Now you got me saying it wrong.
Yeah. What is it called? A stethoscope? And I don't know.
The little chain that the doctors wear to check the heart.
That thing right there. Yeah.
Are you saying it again?
A stethoscope? What is it called?
A stethoscope.
Kim G up in the building. What up, Kim G? Thank you very much for tapping in. Always appreciate your support to Officially Confessions and rocking with us. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Yeah, man, it's hump day and we up in here. Hey, so I had this conversation with somebody the other day, and I think I kind of feel like we've had this conversation on Confessions before, but I'm not sure. But the question was, can you be in a relationship with somebody and not like them? Hold on, am I saying this right? Be in a relationship with somebody and not be in love with them,
but kind of like them,
but you don't like them.
You're in love with them. Wait.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of confusing myself.
You love them or in love, because that's different, right?
That you love them, not in love. That you love them.
So can you love somebody and not like them?
In a relationship.
Yeah.
Have we talked about this before?
No, but yeah.
Oh. Explain.
Yes, but you can. But to be honest, I think it's more important to like somebody as opposed to loving them. Like there's a difference, right? Because you can like to be around somebody. You can love someone and not like to be around them.
Right. And that's how I kind of felt when we were talking about it. That was the same thing. Like, I can love you because I've spent some time with you and I love you.
So yeah, because there's just some other stuff that's invested in it. But but I really don't like you.
I really don't like it. I don't even want to be around you. I don't like, you know.
But I love you. Like if you got hit by a bus, I would be sad.
Right.
I love you, but I don't like to really spend time with you. So absolutely, yeah. Now, can a relationship sustain off of that? No, because you have to like somebody. You have to want to be around somebody. You can love somebody and not want to. You can love somebody from afar, right? Not want to be around them. Really not necessarily even want to communicate with them that much, but you still love them. Liking somebody, liking to be around that person, be in their presence, liking to do things with them is what's needed to help a relationship sustain. Because I can love you and not want shit to do with you.
I agree. I agree with you there. No doubt. I absolutely agree. I just thought it was interesting because, you do have some people say that will say no. I can't be in this relationship if I don't love you. But they don't like you either. Because if I don't love you, I can't like you. Right? Like, am I making sense there?
No.
Hey, if somebody says, I don't love you, but I don't want to be in this relationship, like I don't love you. They still want to be in the relationship, but they don't like you either.
See, I think that can't
cancels
work.
out. Yeah, that's the thing. It cancels out.
Can't work because I can like you, like to be around you, and start to love you because I like you. Right? Like you don't start out loving somebody. You start out liking that person and it turns into loving them. Right? I can love you, fall out of like with you, but still love you, but not like you to want to spend time. There's a difference.
Absolutely. So here's the question: have you ever been in that situation before, that you love somebody, but you don't want to be in this relationship?
Absolutely. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
And how did that dynamic work?
It ended up I got up out of there.
But how long were you guys together?
The one that I'm thinking about, because I only have it doesn't take much for me because I only have 4. Yeah, so throughout my illustrious career, it's only
right.
I would say when I realized I didn't like her anymore, that probably lasted. Oh man, that lasted a few months. I started out liking them, but the more that I thought I liked them and was around them, is the more that I realized I didn't really
but
like.
You didn't love this person because it was only a few months.
Yeah. Well, so that situation was a little right. I didn't love. I loved them as a person. Like I wasn't in love with them, but I loved her as a person. But I started out liking her. And the more that it seemed like the more that we spent time together, I started to like her less and less, to where like I didn't even want to like be around her.
Fat and Sweet. What up, Fat and Sweet? There's people that stay in marriages and not like or love their wife slash husband. I feel the feel sorry and don't want to leave them alone.
But see, I think it's a difference when you talk about marriage because there's so much that's involved in marriage. We know so many people that just stay in marriage because now it's a business, right? And you stand to lose more by getting a divorce as opposed to staying in it. So a lot of time when people are unhappy, leaving the marriage, there's more to it. It becomes it's a business deal, right? Dang, if I lose them, shoot, I got to give up the house. Oh, I'm like, so you stay in that situation more because of that. You could be totally out of love with that person, and
I agree.
right, but you're sticking in there because of there's other things that's involved in it. It could be kids, it could be financial assets, and most of the time that's what keeps people together in a marriage when they don't like each other is because of the kids or finances.
No doubt. I mean, and a lot of, we've talked about that before on Confessions, just as married people staying in a relationship just because of the kids. The kids already feel and see the energy of the dynamic.
Like, we know y'all don't like each other.
Yeah, they already know it. I think parents don't give their kids enough grace to understand that they give.
Yeah.
But I know I agree, but like I know a lot of people that get married, you spent years with one another. You love this person now. That's the reason why you got married, right? At some point, whatever happens, we've talked about it before. What is it? The 7-year itch starts to come around, right? And then you now all of a sudden, you two are butting heads. Now I'm not liking this person. Like it's really starts to get rocky because now that conversation or that mental conversation in the back of your head is coming up as this ain't gonna work. I want a divorce. But some, not all, but some would be like, no, we're gonna work through this. We're gonna figure this out. But if you don't figure it out and you sweep some stuff underneath the rug and you keep moving, and as you continue on in this marriage, that person starts to not like you. You know what I mean? Because the situations of that 7 years and that itch didn't get resolved. So now you just guys are just going through the motions. And as you go through the motions, like my feelings are starting to kind of like fade away slowly but surely. And then before you know it, yeah, you finally get a divorce, or like you said, I'm sticking in this with the kids. I, you know, and especially now, I mean, I don't know where some of you guys live, but like California, imagine being married and having a home, and now you guys somebody gotta move. Now you gotta find a whole new place. Like finances may not be up to par because California damn near expensive, bro.
Right.
Having two incomes coming into a house helps out a whole lot. But now it's one income, like kind of changes things. So I agree. People start to look at those things before they make those decisions.
Right.
Fangirl on tour. What up? Thank you very much for tapping in. We missed you. Hey, you know who tapped in on IG? We haven't seen or heard from in a long time? Bobby.
When?
She tapped in on IG.
Right
this
now?
week. No, not on. We're not on live. We're not on IG live. We're just strictly on YouTube and Twitch tonight.
Yeah.
But she commented on one of our posts.
Oh, okay, Bobby.
Bobby, yeah. I was like, man, where the heck has Bobby been?
Bobby must be booked and busy. Folks don't be lifing.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, Fangirl and Tour, Fat and Sweet, Kim G. Thank you guys very much for tapping in tonight, man.
But yeah, I mean, it's more. I don't know if I want to say more important, but it liking somebody is the basis of keeping a relationship. I think more than loving somebody, you have to like that person. You have to like them to be around. You have to like doing things with them because you can be, again, we just said it. You can love somebody and you don't even want to go to dinner with that person. I
Right.
love them, but I ain't really trying to fool with them like that.
Let me ask you a question too. Have you ever gone on vacation with some, not marriage, but have you ever gone on vacation with somebody you were dating and that vacation ended up in an epic fail?
Uh, nah, cause I don't be going away with people like that.
So
So if I go, if like we do a vacation, or like I have to like, I really fool with you, like I really like you, and that takes a lot. You can't. We've said this before, man. You can't just go just because you're dating somebody doesn't mean that's a person that you want to go and spend 4 or 5 days with in another country or something like that, right? Like,
well, here's the deal though. I hear what you're saying though, Doc. But if you dating this person, and just say for instance, you guys have been dating for a year, right? I've always heard people say the two things to know if you can last with this person is going on vacation with them, going on a trip with them, or y'all living together.
absolutely, because you're dating somebody and they live where they live, you live with where you live, and say they come over, they stay the night, you have breakfast, whatever, they go home. Like maybe they stay a day, but there's so much about that person that you're not gonna see, you're not gonna realize until you're with this person day in and day out. You're like, oh shit, I didn't know they do that. I didn't know that they be leaving the toothpaste in the cap open. Like, right? It'll just be little things that you wouldn't know that the person does until you spend a lot of time with them. And you see that on vacation. Like when you go on vacation, you see how a person travels. They put together, like how are they meticulous? How do they pack? How do they deal with situations when you're in a different environment? And it could just be little things. Oh shoot, we're rushing to maybe you're running late and we got to get to the gate because we may miss our flight. Like how are they under pressure? There's a lot of things that you don't necessarily, that you're not going to know with somebody who just comes over and you hang out from time to
Right.
time, as opposed to like a long stretch of time. There's going to be things about that person that you never knew.
Absolutely. I remember years ago, and it was just getting out of town, Palm Springs. Somebody that I was seeing, just to get out of town, went to Palm Springs. I mean, and again, this is before my girls, and it was just a weekend, like Saturday. We drove up Saturday morning, so 2 hour drive, hour and a half, whatever, right? Still, time to move around Palm Springs, go to dinner, lunch, and all that other stuff, right? Next morning, she wakes up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's like getting dressed and
Making all kinds of noise and
like, oh, and I'm like, what are you like?
What
What
are
are
you
you
doing?
doing? Like, what? I'm, let's about to go. We got, like, where are we going?
And you're talking about Palm Springs. Palm Springs is very low key. There's not that much to do in Palm Springs, right? You may, if you're gonna go to the little casino, if you're gonna go grab a brunch, but it's not like a whole bunch of activities. That's a place to go and lounge and get out of bed at 11 a.m., 12 a.m. It's just to relax and chill. You're not no pressure. Now let's hurry up and get here. Nah, we chilling.
I said to say, I was like, where are you going? Like, but she was in her own same routine like she would do
Like at home.
at home.
Yeah.
So now you getting up, making noise, getting dressed, and all this other stuff. So now I'm up and I'm like, you know, but she got mad at me because I didn't, now that I'm up, that I didn't get up and start getting dressed. So now that we can go have
You're like, I'm
breakfast.
chilling. Like, this is supposed to be some chill. We're not on a schedule like that.
And that's the one thing, bro. Let me tell you, Doc.
And you woke up and made a bunch of noise and then hit me off with a little before you even got up. Had you did that, maybe.
Let me tell you something, Doc. The one thing that irritates me the most is, especially like when you do like little getaways and vacations or whatever, I don't have like an
I don't want no itinerary. I don't want no itinerary.
Unless the only itinerary, unless we say, like when you went to Dubai and you said we gonna go.
Oh yeah. That was different. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you saying these are something
These are
that
places
I
we gotta hit. We got and we gotta be on this tour to go here at this time. But you plan, all that stuff is planned out. So mentally, you already know. Okay, tomorrow,
right?
We're going to blah blah blah. Okay, I know I got to get up. But if it isn't that, and you just kind of winging it, hey, we're gonna get up and have breakfast. Okay, we're gonna get up when we get up.
Like, homie, we're chilling, having. Why do we have to get up now? That was my thing. Like, why do we have to get up now? Like, we can go have breakfast. Why now? And
why now?
but she got upset and was like irritated the rest of the day because of it. And like for me, I was like, this ain't gonna work. I realized that on this trip, me and you are not going to work.
So I had that with my ex, and
that's funny, Kim G.
She did the same. She got up early, like, and of course the dynamic is different when you're married, but still, yet I was like, yo, I don't have no itinerary. Like, I'm getting up when I'm getting up. Now, if you want to go and get your ass up and go to the beach and get your sun on, cool. I'm not rushing to do a damn thing because this is we're vacationing. Like, and I'm already a bad vacationer because I'm always in work mode. So I'm horrible. I'm the first to say that because I'm always thinking about, dang, I didn't do this, or I'm on my phone. So I know that, right? But the flip side to that too is I'm not rushing to go anywhere. I'm laying in bed. I'm rolling over because I'm my routine every day is I get up early. So when you have the opportunity not to have to worry about it, that's exactly what I'm about to do. Not worry about that. And if you want to get up, you know what? Don't open up them blinds either. I don't want no sunlight.
Oh, we got a problem. Houston,
you gonna open up them blinds?
Houston,
you gonna open up them effing blinds?
Houston, we got a problem.
You heard what Shannon Sharp said on this audio that they let out, right? What he said, right?
But choke the shit out your ass.
Exactly. Like, you open up them blinds, we'll get you a Shannon Sharp quote. Don't open up them blinds at 7 a.m. Making all kinds of noise. Turn the bathroom light on and didn't close the door. So now the light is coming out. Dude.
Kim G 818 said, "Oh my God, this is my current travel chat. I had to mute them." I'm not getting up every day
schedule.
on a schedule.
Right.
Like, unless you say this is a tour, I want to go here. Like, these are sightseeing things that
Things
I
that we're
want to
gonna
go
have that we know
see,
we're gonna do. Right.
then that's fine. But if not, I'm waking up when I want to wake up. I want to lounge around, do whatever I want to do, and then get to moving.
Right.
Like, and it's funny because, like, me and my best friend Tracy, we've been on vacation multiple times. Me and her are the same. There's no itinerary. When we get up, we'll be like, "What you want to do today?"
Right.
I don't know.
You figure it out. Like, what we gonna do? Oh, let's get dressed and what we gonna eat. I don't know. We'll
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Then we start roaming around, checking out things, seeing, oh, this restaurant is cool. Let's go into this place. Da 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 da. Da. We just seeing it as it comes, and not like, oh, so today we're gonna go have lunch here at this spot. Then after we have lunch here, we're gonna go do this, and we're gonna do this, and then we'll come back to the house. We'll change. Then we'll hit the bar, and then we'll go from this one to the. Hey, dude, I don't want none of that.
Right.
Let it flow the way it's gonna flow. That's what vacation is all about. Um, and it's funny that you brought it up. Have you read about this Shannon Sharp situation?
Yeah, man. The whole thing is loosey goosey to me. The whole thing is a little loosey goosey.
So hold on, real quick. The folks that's in the chat, have you guys heard about this whole Shannon Sharp thing? If you have, give me a thumbs up. If you have, if you haven't, give me a thumbs down. All right, thumbs up if you've heard about it. Thumbs down if you haven't heard about it. Okay, Doc.
Yeah, man. Like, first off, she was whack for recording the conversation, right? So her recording the conversation already lets you know that she was plotting something. Because why are you recording it? And then when you kind of listen to it, and there's pauses in there. It's almost like she's trying to catch him up, right? To say something crazy. Like, just the way that she was kind of conducting, like she was trying to bait him, right?
Okay, hold on, real quick. Doc, can you do me this?
Yeah.
Can you kind of give people a back picture of what you're talking about for some people that haven't heard what's going on?
So if you don't know who Shannon Sharp is an ex-football player, played for the Denver Broncos, played with John Elway, played for the Baltimore Ravens. He's a Hall of Fame tight end. At the time that he retired, he had broken all the records. He was like the number one tight end when he retired. After retiring from football, he became he went into broadcasting and became a sports analyst, and really became more popular for what he did off the football field. He was on a show called Undisputed with Skip Bayless for 6 or 7 seasons. About 6 or 7 seasons, and that ended with them getting into a heated debate, and Skip Bayless said a couple things that Shannon Sharp didn't appreciate, and it kind of got ugly.
Some racial shit. So let's
kind of got ugly.
Okay.
So he left that. That was on the Fox network. He left that. Stephen A. Smith from ESPN, from First Take. I'm sure everyone knows who Stephen A. Smith is. He's the executive producer of the show First Take. He went and recruited Shannon Sharp, brought him over to ESPN. So now he's a part of First Take. And Shannon Sharp, he's actually he's funny to me. Like, he says funny things. He has these like one-line quotables, but he's got into, over the last 2 years, he's got himself into like some weird, situations. There was that whole so he accidentally went live. I'm not sure how that happened, but he accidentally went live on Instagram or one of his social media platforms and captured you heard him in having sex, having intercourse with somebody, right? So then that leaked, and he was in there going ham a little bit, right? So and again, it was nothing. It was consensual. It was just the fact that it was embarrassing. It was just
Right.
the fact that this audio of him involved in intercourse was leaked. So boom, but no harm, no foul. He got out of that, and he shouldn't have gotten in trouble for that anyway. It was an accident, but it was nothing illegal done in that situation. So he gets out. He gets out of that. But in the last couple days, he was accused of
Sexual assault.
Sexual assault, right? I didn't want to use the R word, but of sexual assault. So he came out immediately the next day, like, yo, she's tripping, and
this is a shakedown.
And I'm going to, defend myself. She's basically a defamation of character, all that kind of stuff. So he released a bunch of text messages between the two of them, and she was explicit with some of the things that she said in those text messages to him, right?
And those text messages, some of those things were some of the things sexually that she likes to do behind closed doors. Especially she likes the choking.
The
dog
she like a
collar.
little rough.
Yeah, the dog collar. So there was a lot of things that was in the text that he exposed. She also exposed some of the stuff too on him too.
But what did she expose? Other than
conversations, text conversations between them to say how aggressive he is. There was also a text message that she said somewhere in there
about him not using, like she wanted him to use a condom and he didn't, and he performed anal sex on her and she didn't want that, and she said no means no. Is that
right?
Mm-hmm. Right. So, and again, if that is if that's what really occurred, like, you can be married in a relationship, and if that person doesn't want to do it and they say no, and you force yourself on that person, even if you're married, if you're in a relationship, that's still wrong.
Absolutely.
Right? That's still, if they said no and you forced yourself, you can't do that.
No, absolutely not.
Right?
Absolutely not.
So she's saying that there was an instance to where she said no, but he did it anyway.
So she's trying to paint the picture.
Yeah.
Even the phone call that you were just talking about, where he said he was going to choke the shit out of her. So here's two things.
But did you hear when he said it? He said it like you could hear that he kind of laughed a little bit.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So two things off of that. I really do believe that they cut that audio up.
I think so too, because it sounded weird, right?
So I think they cut it up. 1, 2.
But if that's what
like
she
in
likes,
my head,
if that's what she likes, and they've done it before, he's like, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you because I know that's what you like.
But here's the thing, though, Doc. We slick enough to understand the conversation if somebody's trying to bait me.
Right.
Like somebody's trying to bait me into an argument.
Right.
We're saying certain things to get me to say certain things.
Like,
right. And when you listen to that audio,
that's what she was doing.
You can tell like she was baiting him.
Yeah.
Especially when somebody says, like she said whatever she said to Shannon. He was like, okay, whatever you say. And she was like, but what does that mean?
What does that mean? Right.
And it was like,
It was that long. It was a long silent. It was a long pause though, right?
Yeah.
And he said like, "It is what it is," or something to that effect. And she's like, "Well, what does that mean?" And then it was quiet for a minute. For at least like 20 seconds, there was nothing being said. And then she came back, she said something, and then again trying to bait him. And then he was like, "Yo, you're gonna stop saying that. You're gonna stop saying that to me. Like you're gonna almost like you're gonna stop trying to turn this around on me. And if you say it again, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you."
Right.
Now, two things into that. One, he could have been saying it because that's what she likes. Or two, he could have been saying that being just facetious. Like, how many of us have been in a relationship with someone? You're like, "All right, go on. All right, I'm gonna knock your ass out." Like, but you have that kind of rapport, and you know it's joking, right? It's not like you literally mean like I'm about to sock you in your face, right? If you are with somebody and you have that rapport, you joke like that. That doesn't mean that they are taking you serious, nor are you saying it serious that you're gonna actually act that out. And when he said it, you could kind of there's another because there's like two edits or two different versions, and there's one where you can kind of hear him like laughing a little bit, like in his voice, where okay, go on, girl, like I'll choke that, but I did not take it like he meant like he's really gonna choke her and cause her harm. That's not what that was to me.
So hold on one second, Doc. Where's it, man? See, here we go.
Where he's heard telling her he's going to choke the out of her.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what? What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
oh Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Now he's saying she again, to your word, trying to bait him, right? Because obviously she has said that to him before for him to say, like, "Oh, there you go with that again."
Right.
Like, and out of frustration, you're like, "I'm gonna choke your ass out if you keep on with that bull." Right? That was kind of like, girl, stop. Like, we've had this conversation and you're still going, like, okay. To me, it feels like again, like she was trying to push his buttons.
Push the buttons.
And get him to say stuff because they've had this type of conversation before where she tried to turn the tables on him and make it feel like he was in the wrong. He's like, "Okay, there you go. All right, I've had enough of you doing that. You do that again, I'm gonna choke your ass out." But did he really mean that when he saw he's gonna put in a Jimmy Superfly snooker and go to sleep, girl, go to sleep? He wasn't gonna hit it with a Melvin from Baby Boy like he did to Tyrese. Like, is that what you really felt?
DJ 360 up in the building. What up, 360? But here's the other flip side to it. I've heard a lot of people say he tried to settle out of court with 10 million. And the fact that he tried to do that shows that he may be guilty by trying to settle out of court. I'm not for sure if I agree on that so much. I think just like a lot of celebrities settle out of court because they don't want it out in public eye and dealing with whatever, he has going on. And especially if I'm not mistaken, they said he had a deal that was sitting, he has a deal that's sitting on the table.
Of course, yeah, he definitely does. So all of these things hurt that, right? Because the deal is probably with a major corporation. Then you start talking about corporate sponsorships and companies that want to be in business with you, but now these type of things come out like, oh, we don't even want to be a part of that. You know, we're Disney. We don't want to even be aligned
Right.
with anything like that. And what is so unfortunate is no matter what happens and his name is cleared or he's found out when all this ends and dissipates, you know who I'm not going to say she's not a victim, but if all of this is made up and fabricated because she's trying to get some money, you know who the victim is?
It'd be him.
Because no matter what happens, his name is always going to be attached to that.
Nobody even knows who she is. Let truth be told, nobody even knows who she is. Nobody's even heard of her.
No, they have to go research. I guess she's on TikTok. She had a fans only or whatever. OnlyFans page and whatever. So folks went and dug her up.
Yeah, but still, I mean, no, she's not a household name.
She's not going to lose anything.
No, absolutely not.
Now, again, if what she's saying is accurate, is the case, then he's absolutely wrong. No question. But this just feels so manufactured and so doctored. And it's a shame because he is the one that when it's all said and done is going to have this asterisk by his name. Whenever you look up Shannon Sharpe, that's going to be one of the first things that come up. And that's going to be attached to him forever.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, 360. He said fans only. Yeah.
Fans only for whatever it is. What is it?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. There you go. Oh yeah, because you still got your premium account, right?
I got that premium account, the diamond account.
Oh, you got that diamond? You don't miss diamond status?
Account. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay, but here's the other thing though too. Shannon met her when she was 20 years old. It was almost a 34 age difference between the two.
There's nothing illegal about that.
But hold on, man. Like, I don't know.
What you mean?
Like, that's really young.
It is young, but it's not illegal.
I'm not saying about anything about it being illegal. That is hella young.
No, it is, but
like
right. She's young.
I'm not.
What does that still have to do with what she's doing could potentially be wrong? Is it because is that about her age, or is this just about that she's shaking him down trying to get some paper? Like,
no. See, here's what I'm saying. At 19 or 20 years old, Shannon, that is way too young. Like, how is it that you can't find anyone that's in their 30s, 40s? Like, how? Like, she hasn't even gone to college. She's in college. Like, that is hella young. Like, that's like dating your daughter's friends. Like, that is, to me, it's just, what do you guys, and I don't know, I absolutely have no idea, but I'm just saying, what do I have in common to be dating or messing around with somebody that's 19 or 20 years old?
So is that wrong? So let's reverse it. Cher, and I think Cher's dope. Cher's 70, whatever, dating a dude that's 30. Is that wrong? Or are you giving that a pass because he's 10 years older than this 20-year-old? Like, there's still
give a pass.
There's still a 40-year gap.
That's why I say you can't find somebody that's at least in their 30s, their 40s. Like, Cher, you're in your 70s, but you found somebody that's in their 30s, somebody that's at least has some kind of mental stability to them. A 19, 20-year-old has no mental stability of understanding life and what's going on.
I get that, but do you actually? So, do you think someone of his age and he sees this 19, 20, 21-year-old, you think in his mind he's really thinking, oh man, I'm worried about her mental stability and how intelligent she is? Or is it like, yo, she's a cute little young thing, I'm just trying to hear just to have some fun?
But obviously, it wasn't fun. It was way more than that.
Not way more than what? Like, it was still fun. Yeah, you're still dealing with that person, but was it a relationship? Was it someone that you felt that he's now going to continue to be with? No, this was on the low. They linked up however they linked up. For him, it feels like this is just somebody now that I'm comfortable with. And when we link up, yo, you like it rough? I like to give it to you rough. I used to play football, so I'm down to sack you if that's what it takes. But in his mind, the last thing he's thinking about is your mental stability, and if you're really smart and intelligent. This is just what it is.
Bro, I still don't get, again, me smashing a 19, 20-year-old, just the smash alone. Like, I feel like you smashing like your kid.
But it's not. Like
Doc, I get it.
And I'm not trying to like, I'm just trying, like, yes, we know that she's young, right? But that shouldn't be the basis of what's going on.
No, it's not the basis of what's going on. I just look at you like as Shannon Sharpe, not saying that somebody at 30, 40 years old wouldn't have done the same exact thing, right? Because we really don't know what happened behind closed doors with them.
Yeah.
We're just getting bits and pieces of what's going on. But Shannon's like 50-something years old, bro. You are messing around with somebody that literally damn near just graduated from high school. What do you have in common with this person just to be on a smash tip?
That's what they have in common.
Is smashing?
Yeah. What else would it be? That's it. That is it.
Okay, let me ask you this question, Doc.
For him, and he probably thought,
would you smash somebody that's 19 years old?
She's young. And you know what? I'm not dealing with, like, she's probably just easy to pacify. She's young. I go ahead, I break her off. I take her to Denny's real quick. Cash app you. Cash app, you hear you order from the kids' meal, and I keep you moving. There's for him, he's probably thinking it's not a lot of extra when dealing with, it's not a lot of like responsibilities that I have to deal with. Man, we just having fun. I'm sure that was his mentality. Would I smash somebody that's 19 years old? Absolutely not. No. But for someone like that has money and you just don't want the headache, that's almost like how that's almost like how like a lot of guys will get a call girl or go to the brothel or whatever because they can just do what they do and there's no attachment. Like,
but this one is an attachment. But that is not an attachment. This is an attachment.
I don't really feel like it. Yeah, if you deal with somebody, and we don't know how long they was dealing with each other, right? But I don't think it was an attachment to where he felt like this is somebody who he was going to be in a relationship with. Yeah, of course, if they've been messing around for some months, yeah, they're going to have a rapport. They're going to talk to each other a certain way more than somebody that he just met. Yeah, they have spent time together, but I guarantee all the time they pretty much have spent together is smashing. Oh, you know what? I just smashed. Go order some Chinese on Grubhub. He ain't going out and taking her nowhere. Their whole situation is based on sex.
Okay, I see 360. And she said, "Can we talk about Kanye and his cousin?" Have you heard about this?
Oh, Kanye just over there sucking dick. Like Kanye, a wild boy. There's some things that you keep to yourself. There's some things that you just take to the grave with you, bro. But some of the things that Kanye says, like Kanye is like a troller too. Like you notice that he always says stuff that keeps him in
the conversation.
So if it goes from the whole swastika and the Nazi stuff and the Trump stuff, he always is pushing the envelope, always saying stuff that keeps him in the conversation. So sometimes I think he says stuff just because.
So do you?
Do I want to like sit up and worry what Kanye was over there giving his cousin some dome? That's a wild boy right there.
I'm just trying to figure out why would you?
Because I think Kanye just says stuff just to spark.
And you put it in a song?
Guess what? How many people probably went to go listen to that song about him doming up his cousin? What better promotion? So is it true? Did he really have a cousin? Like, did he make it up? Because?
I'm with you on certain things shouldn't be said, but homie, if
you did,
where are we going? Where are we going in life with making up fake stories?
This is Sodom
just to get sales.
People do it all the time, Pee-wee. People become, as an artist, they take on a whole different persona. We see it all the time. I think Kanye knows what to say. Like he's not a dummy. By no stretch, he's not a dummy. And a lot of times when you listen to Kanye, sometimes you be like, he does make sense. In the midst of his crazy stuff, he does make sense.
Yeah.
Now, does Dome, your cousin, make sense to me? To me, no.
No. So it said
you save that for a couch, laying on a couch in a doctor's office during your therapy session. That's when, if you feel like you want to get that off, if you want to get that monkey off your back, that's when you get that off. But when you put that out publicly, there's another agenda.
The song is called Cousins. It's about my cousin that's locked up in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore.
That even sounds made up to me. Because how old would that have been? Well, how old was his cousin when he killed a pregnant woman? Like, that doesn't sound a little made up?
I mean, Doc, you still got your little Playboy magazines in the bathroom.
No, Hustler.
Oh, Hustler. Got your Larry Flints on, huh?
That's it. And that black tail. So I don't know how much of the stuff that Kanye says, again, he does say some stuff that makes you think, but I like a lot of that stuff. I think it's just for conversation. It's just to spark folks paying attention to him. That's what it feels.
I mean, and I agree. At the end of the day, he can disappear and nobody's thinking about Kanye. And then all of a sudden he comes back and does something. And then it's like, a wildfire.
And then he conveniently is dropping music around that time, or does he drop some new clothes? Does he drop a new shoe? It's always attached to something. It's never just Kanye just saying something just because. oh, he just happened to drop this song, and I don't know, and it just always feels like there's more to it than there's a reason that he's saying these things to promote something else. They found his
I don't
mom's.
know if I'm
They
like.
found his mom's playground, and I'm looking on both sides, Pete. Like I don't. If it is true, which could potentially be that, I think you just keep the penis in your mouth and you just take that all the way to the grave. I don't think you start letting that out. And it was for some years.
Right.
It
Like
was. For
I don't
some
know
years.
if I'm with you. I don't know if I'm gonna let that cat out the bag. That's
No.
the one I'm gonna take to the grave, no doubt. Right.
I may
But-
if I feel like I want to get it off and I'm struggling with like my sexuality and I can't figure it out or whatever.
But here's the deal, though,
I'm
too.
talking to my therapist.
Here's the deal, though, too, Doc. Is the fact that we know there's a lot of folks that's in the closet that's in this industry that he won't be looked at sideways for saying this.
Wait, say that again?
There's a lot of people that's in this industry that's in the closet that's doing it now as we speak. You know,
Yeah, oh, for sure.
by him saying this, the cancel culture won't cancel him. They will embrace him.
Because he got ahead of it. No pun intended.
Ah. But people embrace him, be like, oh, poor Kanye.
Yeah.
They'd be like, poor Kanye. But if you would have said this in the 80s or 90s, homie, you wouldn't be able to make another record in this business ever again.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way that when Kanye first came out as an artist, like, so we're talking about the College Dropout and the first 3 albums that I love, The Graduation, those first 3 albums that Kanye dropped are incredible. But there's no way that he could have said this then when he first came out.
Yeah.
And especially the culture of rap in that community, and how, and being a black man, and how folks like, being a black male, and coming from that, we look at that like, oh, come on, homie. Right? So when he first came out with his music, he could not have said that and been accepted. Now,
it's accepted.
Kanye could say anything and you'd be like, that's Kanye. Like, what else can Kanye say that would be shocking? He's done it all. He has said it all. He's talked about other races. He's talked about
the president of the United States.
Right. Supporting, like, Kanye has literally said every crazy thing. And each time he like doubles, okay, you know what? I'm going to say something even crazier than saying that.
The Nazi and the swastika thing.
Saying that what he felt about Hitler. He was giving Hitler props.
And you have a lot of Jewish people that has not canceled this dude.
Kanye can literally say anything, dude. He just proved it. I don't know anything else that he can say. He's come out and said derogatory things about the top artists in the business, especially black artists. From Jay-Z
to Beyonce,
like going ham. At this point, like, Kanye can say anything. You know what? I know there's a such thing. Have y'all heard of kissing cousins? Watch this though. I'll show you what kissing cousin is.
I don't. To sell records, to sell merch, to sell. This is how far we're going now.
I don't know, man. Mm-hmm.
And here's the other thing that I know that I just thought about too. There's some artists that have said some things in their lyrics the same as Kanye, what Kanye was talking about.
When you know that Kanye is doing an interview or Kanye is gonna, like, even if you don't like him, you still like, let me see what crazy things you're paying attention. Let me see what crazy things he's gonna say.
It's kind of like Donald Trump right now.
Like, I can't stand, but what is this fool about to say?
And again, Donald Trump is the same. He can say anything and everything underneath the sun, and nothing happens. He can say anything, nothing happens. Kanye West is on the same end. And you're right. Every time this dude, like, even in my office where I work at, talent won't even take a day off because they feel like they're going to miss something with Donald Trump. And they have to report on it. They can't be the last ones to report on it because they took a day off.
Did you see his interview with DJ Academic? It was in his hotel room. He had on like a sweatshirt or something like that, and he went to go change for this interview. He comes back in a black KKK outfit, like he had the black hood. During this whole interview for an hour, he was talking in costume. It was, pull up DJ Academic, see what he had on. And when Academics come in the room, he was dressed regularly. He's like, oh, hold on, let me go put on my interview clothes. And he came back with a hood. But Kanye also does stuff for shock value, in my opinion. But when you do listen to him, he's not a dummy. He says some things that make you, like, you know, talking about just how he feels the system is and you know, basically being independent and being able to be free and say things that you want and all that stance. When you listen to how he feels about corporate America, and you're like, oh, I mean, okay, like, it makes sense. Some of the stuff he says makes sense. And then some of the other stuff he does is he goes on a tangent. So I think some of the things that he says for shock value.
A little saucy in here, right? A little hot. Hat forward or backwards. My hat. Not the other hat. My hat. This way or this way? This is like the classic look.
There we go.
Wherever you want. You can sit right here. What do you think? Okay.
He did the whole interview in that outfit.
It's like magnetic. So one goes in here.
I think it's leather.
Oh shit! I think it fell. Oh yeah. I see the bust down chain too, man.
Really? Took that Nazi chain and made it bust, but I wanted to wear it with this, but the part comes down a little bit too low. Like it need to sit right there. I got a white leather one and fall right in the perfect place.
Really?
Yeah.
You got this made specifically.
Absolutely. The leather, the nigga KKK shit. I think the best place for the photo. Can we move that to the side? Damn, can't move this shit up.
You can't even see.
Be like here, or
Bro, you're just a designer at heart, man. Like, that
I
was
need to
probably-
get a very, like if you had that chair.
If we had like 2 of them, right, it would probably work. If you're looking for that type of look.
Like, this is crazy, bro.
I should just stand. The best thing would be right here. And then you put your chair right there. Take my Timbs.
So like put this there.
Yeah, like if you
Get this out
These
the way.
dudes over here moving
Yeah, it's perfect.
furniture
so you
around.
take that away. So we just had like this, frame it right here.
Okay. So move this or keep it?
Yeah.
And he
Right.
stayed in that the
This is
whole
middle,
interview.
or this.
I would take that over just out. You don't need none of that bullshit.
Yeah.
Now, what's the frame look like? Because I like just standing right here.
Okay.
But also, be nice if you sat back here, you can get like a full frame.
He's
Like, do you
directing
wanna
the
talk
interview.
to me or
Right.
stand when I'm here, like this.
I mean,
Bro,
I'm letting you.
this is crazy, man.
But like he said he's on his black KKK ish.
Hey, for real, Kim G, how is he not laughing as he came out and tried to direct and put all this together?
Because
if you're not
because
laughing.
because academics is like, man, and not that many people get this one-on-one with Kanye. You want me to start moving furniture and ottomans and shit
Right,
around?
no doubt. I'm gonna get hits off of this.
I'm about to get a gang of views and attention for this interview. So yeah, you want to stay in your black KKK outfit? Bet.
He has 1.9 million views, 21,092 comments.
And it's probably more. It's probably on a bunch of different platforms, so it's more than just the one that you pulled up.
Right.
And it really wasn't an interview per se. Like academics asked a few questions, but Kanye, he just went on a tangent. He was just talking. He was in that jump for an hour, standing up in that hot ass leather KKK black KKK outfit.
Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. That just to me is bananas on.
But he's not a dummy, man. A lot of the stuff that he does, man, is strategic.
Oh, absolutely. I know that.
Strategic.
I know that. I don't know, man. It's just I look at kind of going back to like Shannon Sharp, like my dude. Like honestly, I can't speak for him, but from the outside looking in, like I feel like you set yourself up for this.
Well, because he was with a young chick. So if you're older and you're with someone a lot younger, are you setting yourself up for something like this? Because
I do. Like this person has nothing. You are a A-list celebrity, and they are flocking to you for a reason.
But someone older than her in her 30s or 40s wouldn't be flocking to him because of who he is.
That's
and
not
his status.
No. It's just the young mindset is a little different. Doc, you telling me you're gonna date a 20-year-old?
No, I already said no. I wouldn't. No, I would not. No.
No, but why wouldn't you date a 20-year-old?
Because she's young-minded. There's just nothing. We don't have nothing in common. There's nothing for, like, my tolerance level. I don't have a tolerance level. So I don't even know. I'm not even in the circumference of someone who's 21. I don't even know how to even. What am I send her an emoji? Like, I don't even know how to talk. I wouldn't even know how to talk to somebody who's 20 years old.
But that's my point. This dude, you and Shannon, damn near the same age, 72 years old.
I know that's right.
I'm saying 20-something years. Like I can't. Like I just feel like
all right,
you setting yourself up.
I hear you on the age thing, but I also don't think because of that. Because that could happen. You could be setting yourself up with anyone who just has that mindset. You could have someone who has a mindset who could be his
That's a
age,
gold digger. I get it.
right? So
I get that.
So I would say Shannon Sharpe is 56, 57, somewhere in there. What do you think is the youngest someone that age should date?
Like again, 30.
Huh?
30.
30 is the youngest.
35.
Would you date somebody who's 30?
Shannon Sharpe is 56 years old.
That's what I said, 56 or 57. So would you date somebody who is 30 years old? He's stuck.
35.
35.
35.
Yeah. 35.
In between 30 and 35.
Right, that's still but that's still you're still 30 years older than her. Because you're 65, she's 35. That's 30 years.
I go back to what you said too. Just what do we have in common? Mentality. Like that young mentality. Like, and I get Shannon, you trying to have fun.
That's
only fans. I get that. But my dude, they got some OnlyFans chicks that's out here is a little older.
If people, we both been, shout out to our homegirls at the Chicken Ranch. If you go into the Chicken Ranch and you get in the menu and you seen a little young tenderoni, you ain't think, oh, you just there for the fun and the frolic.
But that's different though. The Chicken Ranch compared to what she like.
How is it different? I'm talking about age.
So here we go. Chicken Ranch, I go in, I pay for what I want, and I leave. I don't have any more contact with this person.
But a lot of times, if they could, they would, just for the free, just for.
But when you're talking, when you give the example of the Chicken Ranch, there's no communication outside of after we are done. That's it. This was a continuous communication. They got to get to know one another. They spent time with one another.
All their time that they spent is in a bedroom, in maybe a hotel room, and they order something to eat. That is the extent. I would bet the farm he ain't going on no vacations with her.
No, but I'm talking about phone conversations.
Of course, well, you're keeping a phone conversation to set up the next jump off.
Yeah, but it's not that. They've had long phone conversations. That's the reason why she was able to set him up over the phone and record the phone, because this ain't the first time that they've had conversations over the phone.
He needed to treat her like a business transaction, and he got too comfortable.
I agree with that.
I agree
with that.
I agree with that, because I think that's all it was based off of. And you're right. We done did now. I done smashed 10 times or whatever. Now there's a different type of relationship, rapport, the way we communicate, because now we're kind of getting to know each other, right? So yes, he got comfortable when her young mind said, "Oh, I'm on the shakedown," and she said some wild stuff to him. First off, he really didn't check her on, well, from what we can see in the transcripts, but she said some wild stuff on some, almost like you big black buck, put that in me and give me a big black baby. And like, she said some shit that was wild. There's no way she should have got away with that. Or you continue, because that even lets you know where her mindset is to say some of the stuff that she said. But that also was how comfortable she was with him and how comfortable he felt with her.
Agreed.
Because even though she said those things, I don't think we saw what he said back to her.
I don't think so either. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. We will see soon how this all gonna unfold with Kanye and Shannon Sharp. This has been one eventful week
Well, we
starting off
know
so far.
Kanye shit already ended. We know that any cousins around him, he might give you some dome. I
You know
don't.
what I'm saying? Yeah, in his little black KKK outfit.
Yeah, that's why. But that academics interview is like 2 weeks old. Like
Yeah, I
that.
see it was
That's
edited on the 30th, March
Yeah,
30th.
yeah.
So, but
But again, because Kanye says wild stuff, I watched it the day it came out. Like, let me see what this fool's about to say.
yeah, I heard about it, but I was just like, I don't need no more. You know,
No, I watched
and I
it.
never looked at it. But now seeing it is kind of like I heard about it, but like seeing it is a whole different. To
Yeah,
actually see him in his outfit is bananas. You know, but all right, man, ladies and gents, we're gonna get up out of here.
I won't be here Saturday. I got to go to I'm going to a wedding, not mine. Let me,
Oh, I was gonna say you getting married?
let me put that out there, not mine. But I am going to a wedding. Maybe I'll catch. Wait, what do the guys catch? A boot is the boutonniere? No.
Yeah, it's the whatever the garter.
Oh no. Oh, the females catch the bouquet,
Yeah,
and the guys catch the garter belt. Is
yeah,
that it?
yep,
And that means when you catch the garter belt, you're next to get married.
yeah.
That's why when they throw it, all the guys move out the way and
Right.
let it fall on the ground. Ain't nobody
Right.
trying to catch that joint. Well, let me see if I can catch it. I'm gonna go up there and try to catch it. See what's
Listen,
up.
see what this guy end up getting married. Maybe he can find him a little something.
A little something. Yeah, a friend of mine's getting married, and it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a real cool ceremony. His bride to be is Jamaican, so there's gonna be a lot of Jamaicans. So I'm sure the food is gonna be cool. There's gonna be great music. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm not gonna put my homie's name out there because he may not want that to be announced because a lot of people probably that should have got invited maybe didn't. So I'm not gonna blast them out, but yeah, I look forward to that, man, and congratulations to the homies. So that's Saturday.
There it is. I'm not for sure. We may still do the show or not. I don't know. But tap in IG. I'll let y'all know, man. All
That's
right?
what it is. You guys enjoy your weekend, and we will see you soon. Watch out, cousins.